Hey guys, welcome to the ultimate Gibraltar guide for Apex Legends. Gibraltar is one of the original legends in the starting lineup, so what makes him a good legend? Gibraltar is a defense heavy character that can hold positions insanely well due to his passive, the gun shield. When struggling or the gun shield breaks, pop down Gibraltar's dome shield. If you needed another reason to be scared of Gibby, wait until he drops his ultimate. Similar to Bangalore's, which I covered in a past video, Defensive Bombardment is an insanely powerful ultimate that despite its name can also be used aggressively. Let's talk about some quick fire Gibraltar tips and tricks. The first tip I think is a huge play. Consider deactivating your gun shield if you want to aim in and observe a battle without getting into the fight. When your gun shield is turned on, you will be incredibly easy to spot across an open battlefield. When his ultimate is titled Defense Bombardment, this can be used in many different ways. My favourite way, however, is launching the ultimate around you, causing enemies to flee inside a building, which will then allow you to heal and refresh the team before the ultimate is up. One of the benefits that Gibraltar has is the ability to play any range in the battlefield, whether you are up close and personal or sniping from the back. However, there is one thing you need to keep in mind. When I covered Lifeline, I made it a point that you had to sit at the back of the team. When I covered Bangalore, I mentioned you can be interchangeable. However, with Gibraltar, you need to be the main person on the battlefield. You need to be the centre of attention. You have two means to defend yourself, so make sure you utilise both and stay alive for the longest duration. First up is Gibraltar's passive, his gun shield. One of my favourite passives in Apex Legends, the ability to activate a shield covering Gibraltar's chest and head. The best thing about this is good and high ranked players are trained to aim for the head, so this will be good at any level you play at, whether you're in bronze or an Apex Predator. A good thing to note too is if you crouch you will be completely almost covered. Something that got me killed a few times was the delay in the shield being opened up. So Gibraltar has to activate the gun shield, which will take a second to do so, but I would consider aiming before you go around the corner so you don't die activating your gun shield. The gun shield adds 50 HP, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is enough to win most fights that are between evenly matched players. Gibraltar's tactical, his dome shield, is in my opinion one of the most overpowered tacticals in the game. There are so many positives to his ability that you could argue that he is a needed pick in almost every team. Before we get into every positive, the only negative I can give you about his dome shield, in my opinion, is if used wrongly, it can keep you and potentially your teammates in a circle like a chicken coop, giving the enemy time to plan their attack when the dome shield drops. So first of all, you revive people quicker inside your dome, a total 33% quicker, which may seem a good amount. 33% is a very short time in Battle Royale. Instead of 6 seconds, you can revive someone in 4.5 seconds. Bundle that with a gold backpack, you could be a huge threat. The dome will last for 12 seconds. Again, in Apex Legends, 12 seconds is a long time. The dome also blocks Crypto's Neuralink and Watson's static bars. Essentially everything in the dome is protected from the outside. It is called the Dome of Protection after all. One of my favourite ways to use the dome is dropping it after you calling an airstrike on yourself. This will allow you to revive an ally or heal up whilst no enemy can push you unless you're against a very aggressive Wraith. I can only imagine with the new legend Seer, you'll be able to stop most of his abilities with the Dome of Protection. Everything inside the dome is protected, so grenades, bullets, abilities. You can also throw the dome pretty damn far. You can use this information in a ton of different ways. To save a teammate, to throw in front of you so you can escape, and ones that I probably don't even know about. Now Gibraltar's ultimate, the Defensive Bombardment. Dealing 40 damage a hit and recharging very quickly, this ultimate is a deadly utility that Gibraltar can use. Similar to Bangalore's ultimate, using the explosives to move the enemies or get them in a position is insanely powerful. Unlike Bangalore's, Gibby's ultimate does recharge quickly, so don't worry about the ultimate accelerants and don't be afraid to use the ultimate frequently. Also bear in mind that similar to Bangalore's ultimate, your defensive bombardment will also stun and slow your enemies, but also your teammates. You take damage whereas your teammates will not, which is why I mentioned that using the bombardment in synergy with your dome shield will be a very handy tool to remember. Now, in Apex Legends, good map placement is pivotal to winning Battle Royale games, and using Gibraltar's ultimate can force them into a very bad position should you use it well enough. Some other things about Gibraltar: because of his huge hitbox, Gibraltar has a hidden passive where he has a 10% damage reduction towards him. This is a huge thing that's completely overlooked. This means you can play Gibraltar in even more ways. You can use this to help push and corner one enemy, as you have the gun shield to back you up. However, because of the hitbox damage reduction and the gun shield, you should be giving your teammates the better shields. When talking about guns to use with Gibraltar, a good combo in my opinion would be a shotgun and an assault rifle. You want to be good in both situations, whether that be up close and personal, or taking the fight from afar, to then eventually move in slowly. You could argue that snipers are a good choice for Gibraltar, however I tend to find that when playing Gibraltar myself at a long distance, it's hard to close the gap quickly. When talking about legends to play alongside Gibraltar, consider Lifeline and Bloodhound. They're great pickups, as this will allow you to play the defensive and the offensive. Even Bangalore works great as a replacement to Bloodhound. However, Lifeline and Gibraltar only work if Gibraltar is played aggressively. Two support legends will not work together. So that's all the advice I have for Gibraltar. If I've missed anything, please let me know, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't, please consider dropping a like and letting me know what you thought about this video.